So welcome, Kris.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy that you're here. And what I'm doing is I'm asking all the different Hay House authors what their spiritual practice is, like what it used to be, what it is now, how they've seen changes, how it's helped them, that sort of thing.
Well, my spiritual practice, I think, is a lot more integrated into my daily life now. Prior to really dropping into wanting to feel better, first and foremost, wanting to feel more connected to myself, wanting to be happier, and as a result, spread more happiness in the world, I decided not to be a weekend warrior when it came to my spiritual practice. So before, I would go to a workshop, like an I Can Do It, and I would get very inspired, and I'd leave with tools, but I would never bring them back into my life, especially when the rubber would meet the road and I would be in crisis. I'd forget. And then enough suffering comes and you realize, or at least I realize, that this is available to me at all times. So what would that look like? How can I nourish my body so that I can have more energy and feel better? How can I be mindful and kind to myself, especially with my thoughts and the stories that I tell myself? I'm not a religious person per se, but I do believe in a collective consciousness and that we are all energy. And we have this choice about how we want to spend our energy. Do we want to make energy deposits or do we want to make constant withdrawals? Where do we want to put our time and where do we want to put our focus? And so I think with all that, I realized that there's no separation. We can have a spiritual life and a healthy life and an active life all in an average day. It doesn't have to be, now I meditate, now I do yoga, now I freak out on my kids. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like we can become more integrated.